We were lucky enough to stay at the Seychelles Labriz for our honeymoon, and here's my interview with the general manager.
Good morning, my name is Andrea. I work at Hilton Labriz Resort and Spa on Silhouette Island. Well, I've been here now a year and a half, and it's been a wonderful experience so far on Silhouette Island. It's paradise, as everyone calls it, so it's great to have such a beautiful workplace and place to live as well. It's a great pleasant surprise because you come and you know exactly what to expect from Seychelles. Usually it is the crystal blue waters, the white beaches, the beautiful surroundings. But then you have the people which make it special as well. So the hospitality and the way of life, the Creole way of life is simply amazing. A lot of dance and very great cooking. It's a great place to live and great people surrounding you. So what's special is it's your own private island. So guests, it's only 45 minutes away from the main island, Mahe. So you come here by boat or by helicopter, and then the experience begins. You know, you have beautiful vegetation, beautiful mountains where you can hike and enjoy. You have the sea, which is simply amazing. The biggest marine park on Seychelles. 7 restaurants to choose from, an amazing spa. A lot of activities for children and for adults. So it is really wonder of the world, in my opinion. There's nothing else. It's one island, one resort, so we are responsible for the upkeep of the island, and we are also take a big part of the sustainability of the island. So we have a responsibility towards the environment to keep it in the same or better condition for future generations, which puts a lot of responsibility on us, but it's a great honor to do it as well. I think the best time is the best time for the guest because the climate in Seychelles is pretty much consistent. At the moment it's raining, but it's not very often that it rains. It's tropical climate, so we do get showers and then you have beautiful hours of sun. So the best time is to simply find the best time for the family, anniversaries, honeymoons, time where the children are free so you can get some quality family time. So I think it is ideal to come whenever it is convenient and available for the families and for people. I believe the more active guests are, the more you enjoy Silhouette. There's so much to do. So the hikes, we have 3 great hikes. One goes to Grand Bar, which is the other side of the island, where we still have the family of tortoise living, a family of 8 giant tortoise, which are over 200 years old. So it's an amazing experience to walk the way there and really visit all nature around you and then come and see these beautiful creatures living in complete freedom and complete peaceful environment. We have other hikes which go to Osmondon and to Jardin Marron, where we have the coco de mer also growing here on this island. The diving and the snorkeling experiences are simply amazing. You know, the marine life is vibrant. It's living fish that you see, the turtles, the sharks are simply rays, are simply amazing. Then the spa, of course, is a beautiful spot. The most beautiful part of the spa is actually the architecture of it. It is sitting in the mountains, so all the treatment rooms are up in the mountains surrounded by beautiful trees, so you can really relax and enjoy yourself. And then it is even walking, and we have bicycles for our guests to simply stroll around the island at leisure, you know. And of course you mustn't forget the beautiful beach. There is 2 kilometers of white beach where you can simply walk, have picnics, have dinners on. It's a great experience. But I love hiking, so I love being up in the mountains where you really are. It is the peacefulness up in the trails is amazing, and you get to see little animals and nature at its best. And then also under the sea, the marine life is another spot where you don't get disturbed by anyone or anything, and it's simply great. Well, we have 111 villas on the island. They have different categories. There's the garden villas and the beachfront villas. They all have the same facilities. They all have quite a nice size and a nice, beautiful balcony coming out. The only difference, of course, is being on the beach or being a few meters away. So we have very good standard of accommodation. Yeah, one amazing thing about Labriz is that you can dine around at leisure. So we have 7 restaurants available. The one we're most proud of is the Grand Case, which is sitting inside the plantation house, which was the original house of the Duban family who lived there between 1860 and 1960. And they had huge plantations on the island, so they grew from coconuts to cinnamon to coffee. We're still exploring and finding still new plantations which are still living on Silhouette Island. So we use those ingredients and local ingredients to come up with the best Seychelles or the Creole cuisine. So that is sitting actually outside the resort, just a few meters away from the resort. Then we have a great teppanyaki restaurant. We have an Asian restaurant, Sakura. We have an Italian restaurant. And the highlight of the week is our street food night, where we set the whole restaurant outside and we have dance, we have a lighting ceremony, and a great experience for our guests. The street food night is every Friday night. We also have a beautiful bar, which is just here, the Payot we call it, where you can just sit by the sea and enjoy a sunset cocktail and an aperitivo. Very much popular with our guests as well. No, there was a transition. I mean, the resort is 11 years old, so Hilton has taken over or started to manage it only 5 years ago. But the Duban family, of course, prospered a lot during the early 90s, I would say, when there were the great plantations and they could still export all this towards the Mauritius. As development started, the mountains here were not very friendly towards making it economically viable, because it is a very difficult island to have plantations and to plant. So little by little, economically, they could no longer hold these plantations. But for many years, there was a population of over 500 people working and living on this island. So it is a and the history and the stories of having, you know, the garden parties, the mass in front of Grand Case, is quite amazing to read, and it's quite interesting also, an interesting part of the history of the island. Well, they both have a different charm. NORTHOLME being on Mahe and is a little boutique hotel of only 50 villas, if I'm not mistaken. So it's small and there's a lot of personal attention. It's like being in a big villa, also surrounded by beautiful nature. So both have a great place in the Seychelles market. NORTHOLME is more oriented towards the honeymoon sector and the adult sector, while Labriz is very much open to children and families, and also having space for honeymoons and adults.